How is Canada, bro?
That place is amazing. We have big plans. Really, really big plans, and I'm really stoked on.
Can we make something? Like, really quickly, just cut something up here?
Yep.
Drugs.
Oh, dude. I have an idea.
Okay.
I'm looking for the steering wheel that came out of the Evo 2 race car.
Got it? You got the key? Yeah. There we go.
Can you do better than Carlos? It's not hard. Just hit only one thing and you win.
You have to.
Do I have to hit something though?
Yes.
Well, that's kind of his tradition.
Did you show him your fence?
No, I haven't yet, actually.
You ever seen that video?
That's where it took place, huh?
By the way, people saw this here on Instagram and were upset it was for sale. And maybe it is. You'll find out later. All right.
I already sold it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. We bought RRSPs and mutual funds.
That's right.
It's fun stuff. Investment banking at DDE. Look at that plane.
Actually, I bought a jet.
How's that for timing? Okay, so we have to get the cars loaded.
Really cool car here, if you haven't noticed. Yeah. Mike probably spotted it. Did you see the cool car sitting in the dirt?
I did.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah, Ferrari Challenge Stradale.
That's
so,
sick.
It's a big surprise. I bought that. That's come to the channel. And now I'm the Stradman, James. I'm the Stradman because I have your car that you were supposed to buy that you named your channel after. But somehow you just keep avoiding.
He did buy a Super Trofeo Stradale, so he's kind of playing the game a little bit
Yeah,
now.
but that's not the car.
No. No, he's lying to himself.
This was the car. So now
Is this a customer car or is this for sale?
I bought it. This is our car. I didn't tell anybody. I got a stupid deal on it. So he bought a black Scud. I bought the Stradale, and now I'm the Stradman. So everybody needs to call
Damon
me.
Stradman.
Call me Stradman from now on. Nah, it just got here. They just bought it. It's so sick. I bet you it's pretty cheap.
We should buy it and park in front of James. Is that a wasp? I got right in the neck. I got right in the neck.
Did he get you?
No, he didn't sting me though.
Just landed on your neck.
Be a man. Anyways, we should buy this, park in front of James' house, and just rev the shit out of it all day until James comes out. Come on, James, get out here and fight like a man, James.
This car, when Ferrari made it, they took a race car and then built it into a street car.
It's pretty sick.
Every
Good car for you,
after this,
actually.
They took a street
I
car.
I like
and made it
360s.
kind of
I'll talk to
like a
Damon.
lightweight race car, but it's not really a race car. This is actually built off of the same chassis that they actually raced.
Oh, wow. I didn't
So,
know that.
yeah.
Gabe, what are you doing, man?
I'm
trying to open the car.
Open it then.
Yeah.
Is it closed?
Oh, no, it's just a really sticky. It's unlocked? That's fine.
Well, things are really clean.
I did buy it.
Even the seats, like no bolster wear. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. This is a cool car.
Yeah, that thing is wrong. We drove Ed's back in Alphreda, Georgia back in the day. Remember that?
The red one.
The doors are so
Not
cool.
fast.
The carbon stuff.
Not fast, but loud neighbors came out.
That's right. Loud.
really?
Not
Yeah.
fast.
Oh, wow.
But like,
Look
yeah.
at the door handle.
Really cool car.
Said it is a cool car.
Oh, so cool. Just like,
You can see all the welds. There's no carpeting in there.
yeah. Wow, that's nice.
Let's do a test drive on the track tomorrow with this and see if you want it or
I
not.
like it in black.
Beat it all day at the end. You're like, yeah,
You know,
you know.
after all,
Yeah,
not so sure
after it
about
overheated 4 times, my fault. I'm not interested anymore.
That's right. That'd be weird to buy a car, take it to the track, beat the hell out of it, and then it break and then blame somebody else for it.
No shit. All right, so let's load this bad boy up.
Let's do it.
Hey, look, I didn't even remember that we had this stuff. There's a lot of stuff over there. It's like we think about a project and we're like, oh, we should do that. Order stuff, and we order it, and then we never do it. That's the kind of stuff we have up here. It's pretty that's pretty wild.
Okay, hold on. 550?
It's a little clunky. Need something a little smaller, lighter. Like I said, it's gonna be good because that race car steering wheel is like flat. It's got the chopped top on it and everything, so I think it would work.
Dude,
like,
and you can
really
shift
well.
right in the mic.
Oh, with the shifters, clean.
That way, yeah. We just have it like a "That was easy" button, where it just has a sensor sound, so you can just do it in real time. Oh. Ah.
There we go.
Dude, see?
So, just like pop that.
Is that aluminum?
On there? It is, but I can make like a steel
Yeah.
plate to hold it on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but actually, no, it needs to film this way, so it'd have to be on the front. So we'd have to do like a cutout. But then I don't know if it's the best handle.
Let me see.
Maybe we'll just make something. Might actually be easier. This is funny, but I don't know how practical it would be. What do you think, Evie? Think it would work?
Let me see.
Getting all those angles.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, it was cool. We could
It
make it
still is
work.
cool. We
but
need
I-
to do something with this.
Yeah.
Whether we make it into a door handle. It looks like we have 2 of these.
Yeah, we do.
So that means we have at least 1 to spare. So comment down below what you think we should do with this steering wheel. If we need to make it into a door handle or a coaster or something cool. I don't really know. But yeah, we have it laying around. So we'll do whatever you guys comment, honestly.
Yeah,
We have the,
not whatever. Like it has to be a good idea.
we'll
All
do
right.
anything that you guys comment. We have the plasma cutter downstairs, and Mike can literally make whatever he wants out of it. And he'll enjoy doing that. That'll be fun.
I can't wait to turn that into like a planter. All right, so here's the plan for the very custom DD one-off, the only one ever going to be made, phone holder to put this and this and
10
mount the
days
phone
only.
to it. Yeah, exactly. But it's going to fit on a rock form case because it's magnetic, so we'll make it out of steel, so it will actually be pretty quick. So basically we'll have here's the phone, and then here we have to have like so this is all going to be flat drawn, so it's going to be coming up like this, and then this is going to have a slot in it, and that's basically where this guy is going to go, so it'll slot in, so we'll bend that at 90 degrees so it points forward. And then on the bottom, same kind of thing, we'll have this come off here, we'll have a hole in it that's tapped for this 1/4-20 thread right there, and we'll bend both of those, and then we won't have this go all the way, we want this cut down for where the camera lenses are there, and we'll probably radius off the edges because make it lighter, no reason for it to be super heavy. And maybe we will even do like some some slots or something in here just to take a little weight out of it, but still have enough steel on there so it has a really nice mount with that magnet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll draw that up real quick, and we'll cut it out in the plasma, and then we'll bend it. We haven't used the bender yet.
Or the like the
Big blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, the finger brake.
Sick.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna make this out of carbon fiber?
Well, first we'll make the steel version.
I just burned over. Sick. Now it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, and then we have to put steel insert into the carbon fiber to make it magnetic, so that it actually works.
Hey Tim, have you been working on your carbon weave? Just get in here. Yeah, dude, I'm actually excited to do this.
Yeah, this will be like, I think, start to finish, designing it and cutting it and everything, probably be like half an hour.
Whoa. Pick that pencil up.
I thought you
Pick that
hit
pencil
start
up.
already.
Ready?
Yeah, ready, set, go. It is 70 millimeters. And then
1 minute.
70 millimeters, so let's start with that one. Hey, I only have 30 minutes.
This is
Alright, let me see it.
This is a video from a year ago of the CGT getting loaded up. Dude, I miss this car so much. It was so cool.
I'm bummed that I wasn't here when Damon had that car, because my buddy has one, but he won't let me drive it.
Yeah, dude, it's so cool.
He's like, it's $1.5 million car. I'm like, it's cool. I can drive it. Don't worry about it, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
I got this.
If anyone's gonna drive the car, it's like, I feel like in that car, I'm speaking from very, 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 very little experience here. But they say it's a really sketchy car, and Damon would say the car would like kind of jump out and like, do all kinds of crazy things. But I feel like with, obviously your decades of experience of being able to be like, oh, it does this, I do that. It does this, I like just knowing how to correct would keep that car on the road.
Yeah, it's. I'd really like to drive one, like at speed. Driven, tons of cars. Like we just drove an F8.
Yeah.
On track, and McLarens and all kinds of different Porsches, some Lamborghinis, but never a Carrera GT.
Yeah.
So anybody have a Carrera GT they want to let me drive, let me know. Comment below. Send me your address and phone number.
There's one out there that's been bouncing around for a long time that has like frame damage.
Yeah.
Where is that a carbon coctar too? Or no? I think
It has some carbon in it for sure, but I don't know if it's like the McLaren style, like center monocoque and like the Lamborghini. I'm not sure. I haven't really, never even put one up on a lift and really worked on it. So, yeah.
Well, if you ever do put one on a lift, you should find out before you do it.
Yeah, well, I'll find out when I'm doing it, because if I hear some crunching.
Exactly. Oh, dude, and just quickly, by the way, 3 minutes. forward.
Something like that.
It's not actually
Don't tell me how to take pictures, Mark.
So I'm currently looking at other people's cars because I can't look at mine. That's a cool one. I like that hood. I don't even know what hood that is. I'd like to do, like this guy is a cool black one. I'd like to do a subtle windshield banner on my Civic. Nothing too crazy. I could do the red Honda one, maybe. I do use the cruise control a lot. It's really nice. It has like the zoning and stuff like that. Keeps you up to speed. The sensor for that is maybe 2 inches down or 3 inches down from the top of the windshield. So if I put a banner in, I would imagine it would completely cover that area. And I don't know, obviously the sensor would be completely covered. So I don't know what the car would do or how it would react if it's completely blacked out. And I don't need it that bad. So maybe I'll just try putting some tape over it when I get the car back and see if it freaks out or not, or if that's even doing anything. Maybe that's just for the auto headlights or something like that, like a daytime sensor. Mike, am I off here?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
That's probably okay.
You're talking about Civics.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, we're calling you Mike because we have a really good / bad idea.
I love it.
Dave and I want to obviously get, just like we talked about, the race car back down south so that we can go to the event that's Willow before the Grid Life event that's at Laguna Seca.
Yep.
The truck's all connected to the trailer, but we know that there was that weird kind of noise that we were noticing, and you were like, hey, you should, drop the trailer and take the truck to a dealership.
Yeah.
We're going to scrap all that. And Dave and I are going to take the truck and trailer, we're going to leave tomorrow morning, and we're going to drive to California.
All right.
No.
You got a little experience.
Who's
driving
driving?
the trailer now by
driving?
watching me drive it? So you're good.
We're going to take shifts, Mark. We're both going to drive.
Dave's gonna drive, right?
Road trip.
Dave's going to drive part of the leg, and then I said I could drive at night because Dave has really bad night vision. So I said, if you drove the first leg, right, during the day,
Yeah.
and maybe even let me maybe get a little rest at times so I'm good.
Yeah.
Once it gets dark, I would switch with you, and then I'll drive the night because I've driven that road a lot, so
Yeah.
I know the whole road, and I also can drive at night better. The only thing is, the truck's making that weird noise. None of the trailer tires have been replaced,
Yep.
and they're all mismatched. And really trying to refuel that thing and us driving in and out of a gas station, that will be the trickiest part.
So what Tim and I do, if I'm riding shotgun or Tim's riding shotgun, vice versa, whoever's driving, the other person will get on like Google Maps satellite view and look for gas stations, and then like really zoom in. So you make sure it's like easy on off. It's a big parking lot. Otherwise, you see like, oh, there's a gas station there. You pull off and you're like, I don't know if we're gonna make it, So you need to also get a couple extra fuel jugs, buy them from a gas station. A couple of 5-gallon jugs, fill them up with diesel, maybe 3 of them, and then like strap them down in the back of the truck, because sometimes you get out in the middle of nowhere and you're like, well, I'm at a half tank, I don't need to stop at this gas station, and then you're like, we're on fumes and there's nothing for 40 miles. So having some jugs.
Buy a fucking flip tank for that thing.
Yeah, we need to. I was looking at that this morning actually. There's a couple options that I found already, but nothing that we can get in the next, day or two. So a couple of jugs.
The other option is we make Carlos do one more drive, and David and I get in a private jet and fly private tomorrow and drink champagne and ship cocktails.
I don't know. They're kind of on the same level. Like they both sound about same.
What do you think of that plan, Dino?
Doggy road trip.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Just use the dogs. Bring all 4.
Right?
Stinking it up.
Dog, Dave and I.
Matt, you both of you guys get out with a bunch of little dogs holding hands.
What it's like to be in a G-Wagon with our two dogs farting.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
The reason why I was calling you is because I said to Dave, we should call Mike and just get does he have a good or bad feeling about that weird noise that the Ram's making?
It really sounded like a bit like something was rattling, but it did seem like it was getting. It was, so when we first left, it was doing it more like really like full throttle up hills, like really heavy load at higher RPM. And then we were coming back down, it was doing it more.
Yeah, because the concern with that is, the truck's under warranty. I'm sure that I want to fight him on it. But I know we have 2 cars in the trailer side of the road to deal with.
Yeah.
How bad are those tires on the trailer?
Yeah, you put me on the spot here because I didn't even look at them. I walked past them and I was like, that one doesn't look great.
Carlos says they all have to be changed right away and don't drive on them.
Yeah. And then Carlos is driving back and forth from Canada to, yeah.
How long been to Denver and back and BC back a few times in the same tires?
Yeah.
So they're obviously fine.
They're fine for now. There's only one spare, okay? And the spare is directly underneath the Evo 2 race car. So you'd have to unload both cars to get to the spare tire.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
This will be really interesting for a couple of reasons. One, I am not breaking my routine of doing my workouts. So I didn't do my workouts along the route. With or without you involved, you might have to get in on this because you said you want to get healthy. And I also have my intermittent failure, and then I also have my diet. So I have to follow all of that.
Oh my!
So you got to get a cooler with ice and get some really like healthy stuff from a market or something.
Mark, do you want to fly to Canada and drive with Damon in the truck and trailer? You can leave right now. I'll get you a plane ticket. And you drive with Damon all the way to LA. Bro time.
I have my passport. I'm good to go. I'm a free man.
Let's send Tim up to come with us. Then we have at least someone who knows what they're doing if something like a tire... Did Tim have a passport?
No.
Tim. Where's Tim?
Tim!
Here's Tim.
What happened? Huh?
Do you have your papers on you?
Do you have a passport?
Sus papeles, por favor.
An expired one.
Why did Mark know that?
They're planning out a bro vacation.
Yeah, dude.
Someone's been spending a bit of time. I need to
2 bros in Thailand.
Tim, we need you to fly up here, Tim. You gotta figure it out, man.
Wait, what?
Just cross the border legally and go to Canada.
What we could do is we could fly Tim to the closest town where a Soyuz was, and where I pointed out to you, Mike, where the water is.
Oh yeah.
Could swim across the border and pray he doesn't get caught.
Dude, are you a good swimmer?
I could doggy paddle.
Yeah.
It's still warm right now. Think about how hot it was there when we were down there.
Yeah.
Right?
Dude, the
So
water's nice.
we could get you to the border, and then you could get in the water and you swim half a kilometer, not that far. Then we pick you up. Yeah, we pick you up on the other side, throw you in the truck, wet, dry you off.
Yeah.
And then we drive across the border with you, and just put you behind the seat or something, and then you're with us for the rest of the trip.
Yeah.
What do you think, Roma? Is that a good plan? Yeah, she's down.
She likes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She likes it. Hey, does that sound good? Is Tim coming with us? Okay, Dave and I will sort this out. You guys have been super unhelpful. Thank you.
No problem. Well, you're still as unsure about this idea as you were the minute you called us. Maybe more unsure now.
Dave and I have a backup plan. The backup plan is all we need to do is get it over the border. At that point, we have enough money to make it your problem.
Wait, what's happening?
All of a sudden,
What, Dave?
Mike and Tim get a phone call. Hey, we got you guys some plane tickets. Where are we going?
Yeah. We got you guys plane tickets, and we got you guys get plane tickets too. We'll see you at the airport. We'll have the Uber take you to the truck, and we're gone.
Eureka. And then there's about a 30-minute Uber ride to the middle of nowhere where you'll find the truck and trailer on the side of the road. And before we go, Mark, can you call James the daily upload the rest of the month. All right, thanks, guys.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Bye.
They shouldn't hit the road until it's
They
like
absolutely should not.
full speed. Like they don't even like with the truck. I'm less worried about the truck. Right, the truck's under warranty, 6,000 miles. It should have probably been broken in.
No, it's broken in. It's not just that, like, oh, if the truck breaks under warranty, no big deal. It's when you're on the side of the road, like 200 miles from the closest town. There's no tow trucks. Like, you call a tow truck for a rig like that, and it's like, yeah, we'll be there tomorrow. And it'll be a $3,000 tow back to this town where they don't have a dealership for Ram. So then you got to disconnect it, leave the trailer there, find somebody else to pull it back, get that truck, that dually transported, which is not easy to do. Like, put it on a flatbed and send it to somewhere else that has it. Oh, it's a nightmare when things happen on the road. Because I've been there.
Yeah.
Things have happened
Just call AAA.
like that. Oh. That was,
Just call AAA.
last trip of my 2022 season.
To where?
We were coming back from Utah.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, we're coming back from Utah.
I like Utah.
And one of the transmission cooler lines popped off
Okay.
and spilled like all 12 quarts or whatever of trans fluid out on the freeway in, about 30 seconds. So I look back and I see just like James Bond smoke screen behind me, just this insane white cloud.
That's sick.
And so I'm like, oh, pull over to the side of the road. We look on the truck, just stream of red ATF fluid on the floor. And so then we had to get somebody else that was driving with us. Luckily, one of my other crew guys, he had his truck and trailer, just a small one. So Tim and him went to into town, which was like, what was it, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes away?
It was like a village.
Mike.
It was like a village.
Yeah.
Village.
Yeah. So they went over there to try to find ATF, and they found like some at one place and like some at another place. Brought it over. We filled it up. We stuck the line back on and safety wired it on there to keep it in place. And then it was going, and then it started losing gears, and then we lost like 6th gear. Like, all right, well now we only have like 1st through 5th, and then it lost 5th, and then we're like, all right, well we got 4th, and then we're going up like Utah to Arizona border or somewhere in that area, and then it started losing like more and slipping more, and then we got to past Vegas, and we're just like cruising, hoping, and there's that huge hill.
Yeah.
And we were going up that hill, and we only had 1st gear. We made it up over the crest,
Honda
rolled,
just
dude. Yeah, like literally.
How fast were you going?
It was like 2 a.m. I was all the way in the shoulder, and semi trucks were passing me
That's
at
really
65,
scary.
and we're going like 15.
Yeah.
And they're like blowing past. And we finally get to the bottom of the hill. We find a gas station that has like a dirt parking lot, so we pull it in there. We're trying to figure out what to do. We call AAA because I have AAA with everything, like RV, motorcycle, boat, whatever. Like I have the highest coverage.
Train.
So I'm calling them, and it's outside of Vegas. It's not like it's the middle of nowhere. 40 minutes away from Vegas or something like that. And they're like, oh well, this zone is only has 2 options with AAA. It's this tow company and this tow company.
Okay.
So they go, okay, this tow company, they have the right equipment, so we're going to dispatch it to them, and they'll call you. We're sitting there. My wife and kids are with us too.
Oh no.
Yeah. So we're sitting there in this dirt parking lot in the middle of the night. Everybody's grumpy. So Ashley's sister actually drove from Long Beach all the way to Vegas, picked them up at 3 a.m, and drove them back. So I was like,
That's cool.
sigh of relief.
That's really
Family's
nice.
safe.
Yeah, that's cool.
They're heading home. And then it's just Tim and I. Like, we're like, all right, well, kick back the
Just the
seats.
fellas in Vegas.
Let's,
Yeah.
Well, we weren't in Vegas.
Yeah.
We were in the desert.
in the desert in a dirt parking lot with a broken down truck and trailer.
Yeah.
So we're just sitting there waiting for this tow company to tell us,
right?
like, when are you going to be here?
Yeah.
So one guy calls and asks, like, what is it? I'm like, okay, it's a 40-foot gooseneck trailer and a Dodge Ram long bed. So you're like, all right, okay, and then nothing. And keep calling AAA, nothing. Like, they're like, oh, that's already been dispatched to this company. I'm like, well, this company has not contacted me. Oh, well, let's try the other company. They're basically, tow companies didn't want to do it. Yeah. They had the equipment to do it, but they didn't want to drive. And it was, so I had 200-mile coverage, and it was 199 point something miles. And the guy, the tow truck guy was like, or the AAA guy was like, oh,
So you just went exactly to the right spot to get the tow.
jeez.
And I'm like, honestly, it just really worked out that way.
Yeah, that's just a
this
blessing.
parking lot that we found was the only thing around here,
Yeah.
and we barely made it down the hill.
Yeah, it's like, what do you think I'm scheming?
Yeah.
Oh, I planned for my truck to break here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm just lucky. Don't be mad at me.
Yeah. So after all that, I finally said, fine, what about if I just disconnect the trailer and dump the trailer here with my race car and all of my stuff inside of it in a random parking lot? So I asked the guys at the Shell station that was there, I'm like, hey guys, do you guys own that parking lot? They're like, yeah, we do. The owners are cool about it. Like, it's cool if you leave it there, but we can't say that it's going to be safe. Like, we're not going to tell you, like, no one's going to break into it because we don't know. So we're like, well, that's maybe what we have to do. So we called AAA, and then it was like, oh yeah, we'll be there in an hour and a half with, someone to take your truck. They wouldn't do anything with the trailer. So then I had to call Ken Gucci. Thank you, Ken. He came, dropped his car and stuff off, and then in LA, and then drove back up and grabbed my truck and trailer and drove Tim and us back. Oh man, it was an ordeal.
So just call AAA.
So that's the kind of things that can happen when you just go out, when you're out on the road. You just never know what's going to happen, And the other time we lost a wheel like off the trailer. That was cool. That was fun. So we're driving. where were we at?
We were going to Utah.
Oh, dude, what a trip! What a trip, bro.
We're going to Utah, and I see like the tire exiting the trailer, starts smoking, and I'm looking in the mirror, and it goes off, and it starts like, at least we're in the right. Oh, were we in the right lane, or did I move over to the right lane?
I think you were like
you
in
trying
the
to
middle,
reattach
and
that
then you
wheel?
slowly moved over.
Yeah. So
juggling the wheel.
yeah, so the wheel was, I don't know, 80-pound wheel and tire for a trailer, maybe 100
Yeah,
pounds.
those are heavy.
So it's going 60 miles an hour next to us, and I'm literally using the trailer to like keep bumping it away so it doesn't like flip and get under the trailer and like launch the trailer in the air or something. So I'm like bumping it, watching it bump, and I finally like get it to push and go that way off the side of the road, launches over one of those concrete barriers, flies up and like slams into a fence and comes back down. So we finally get pulled over, and then we're running back to go get the
I
wheel.
thought you meant you got pulled over, like you got pulled over by a
Oh,
car.
no.
I was like, man, then we got pulled
Then we
over,
got
and then
pulled
the
over.
aliens landed. I'm like, what's going on? Okay, so you get the truck over.
We get the truck over, we get the wheel, and
Yeah.
the axle is
Your
destroyed.
17-wheeler.
Yeah. Oh man. So axle's destroyed.
Which
Yeah.
wheel? Like, where was it? Was it the very back? Was it the front? Where?
It was a rear one, right? Or was
It
it
was-
leading?
I think it was a leading, yeah. On the passenger side.
Yeah.
Front.
Yeah, so I had like donuts, like race car, like when guitars bump each other and you can see those like tire marks in the doors. I had those on the side of the trailer.
It was really cool to see from behind, Mark.
Were you driving in the car behind?
I was riding passenger in the car behind.
That's scary.
It was.
I've seen a ton of videos out there. I'm sure you guys have seen the iconic video of the Kia Soul when that dude's truck wheel rolled out. It just,
Yeah.
it just like you don't want to mess around with
Oh,
that.
dude,
That's
rotating
scary.
heavy tires. Because of the rotation, like if you touch that, it just it picks it up. Yeah, it
Walk
just
you
launches
over.
you.
It's scary.
Yeah.
So
So
what'd you do with that?
we found stuff in town at a trailer place, and we replaced all the bearings and like fudged a wheel back on there to get it home. And then after that, we changed the axle on the trailer and repaired everything. And road trips. Then the other time we were in Oregon, where they're going to be passing through in Grants Pass, we had a Chevy 3500 dually with a 48-foot
First
trailer.
mistake.
Yeah. So one time that truck engine blew up going up a hill,
Nice.
exploded. Then we got it was under warranty.
Just
New
get a
engine.
Chevy.
So
Everyone in the comment section that says, "Oh, you should just get a Chevy." Just get a Chevy.
Yeah, Chevy Duramax.
Yeah.
Boom. Popped. Crankshaft broke in half. Yeah, interesting. So, but anyway, yeah, another time we were
gnarly.
going through Grants Pass in Oregon, like at 2 a.m, and an avocado truck, like a semi truck, had flipped over and slid and blocked the highway completely and spilled avocados like for a mile down the hill.
Did you steal some?
No, we crashed. Totaled the truck
Thanks, Mark.
and wrecked the trailer too.
So wait.
Yeah, so this is life on the road.
What car did? How did the crash go?
All right, so one of my buddies that used to work for me was driving. Me and Ashley were in the back seat, and
Oh, jeez.
yeah, so we were like laying down sleeping, and then we just hear like because my guy Stan was literally came over the crest, not speeding, right? But we have a big heavy load, right?
Yeah.
So we come up over a crest, we start going down the hill, probably 45, miles an hour, maybe 50 at the most. And then traffic's just stopped in front of us. So semi-truck stopped. He starts going over, looking over, moving to the left lane. Left lane is open. And then there's a whole shoulder. So he starts moving over the shoulder. And then there's a pickup truck that pulls out of the lane.
Oh, jeez.
And they totally could have stopped in time. But instead, they like moved over into the shoulder where he was heading as like a safe because he couldn't stop in time. And then he's on the horn blasting. And the guys like in the back seat of the pickup truck are looking back at us. And it's like, yeah, we're going to hit you, dude. And the driver just stopped. He could have kept going.
Yeah.
But he didn't. He just stopped. And we, boom, hit him at probably 25 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour with a fully loaded 48-foot trailer and a Chevy dually.
Yeah.
It destroyed the truck. All the airbags went off in the truck. Totaled it. And the trailer's gooseneck, right? So it has that big metal pole that comes down, that like 4-inch or 5-inch like square tube, like that super heavy duty thing.
Yeah.
That thing got bent. And the trailer started coming towards the back of the truck, the cab. Scary, so sketchy. So that thing was like bent like this, and the truck's totaled. So we're getting this whole thing towed down into Grants Pass, Oregon, like this nowhere town. The next day, we find a Ford dealership.
Unless you live in Grants Pass.
Unless you live in Grants Pass. It's a nice place.
Beautiful town.
It's a nice place, but not in the
But
situation
if you don't
we
live
were
in
in.
Grants Pass, it's nowhere.
Yeah. But so we found a Ford dealership that had like an F-250 dually.
Yeah, that's right.
With a gooseneck that they were willing to rent to us.
Oh.
Crazy.
With your luck.
I know, right? So we got this truck, and we got. I took the gooseneck apart, so I unbolted it and took the bent piece out, and then I found like an industrial metal place.
Oh, jeez.
And we went in there, and I'm like, all right, guys, here's what I need. I need a piece of tubing this size, and I need to chop this here, and I need to chop this here, and I need to weld this up. And they were like, well, we're kind of busy right now. Like, can I pay you to let me do it? Like, just, I'm like walking through their yard.
Your facility.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, that's a scrap piece right there. That looks like a 5-inch square tube that's 1/4-inch wall. So this 4 1/4 or 4.5-inch tube will slide inside of it, and I can like cut this section out and patch it up.
Yeah.
And then like torching holes in it because it's so thick. So we finally get all this chopped up, welded back together, and get it hooked up. And then still make it to the FD event.
How'd the event go?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Because all that really mattered was we made it there.
Yeah.
Like, we made it. We fulfilled our sponsorship obligations.
Exactly.
And I was towing a car.
That's suspense.
Yeah, for Matt Powers, actually. So he had, like, Need for Speed as a sponsor. And I'm like, I have to get the car there for him.
Dude.
Like, if it's just me, like, I can tell a sponsor, like, look, we had a huge crash.
Yeah.
Car's, like, the truck's total, the trailer's damaged. But like, I can't let him down. So we figured it out. We got out there, did the event.
So you can't come to your point and be like, hey man, if it was me, man, I would have got there.
It's
but,
cool,
I mean, they'll understand, right? Yeah. Not cool. That's crazy.
So there's so many other times that we've had issues on the road, but it's just part of life on the road as a trucker.
And now it's Dave and Damon's
Now
turn. It's their turn to get out on the open roads and experience it.
To get a little taste of that.
The thing that they have going in their favor is the fact that they'll have a Squadra, right?
Yeah.
So if they do need a town car, if they're like, oh, let's go through the drive-thru, bring out the Squadra like Lightning McQueen, hit the road, and just do whatever you gotta do. If Damon's like, oh, I gotta go hit the gym, which
there you go.
I don't know, fellas. I haven't spent as much time on the road, nearly as you have. But how easy is it to keep a diet on the road?
It is near impossible.
Yeah.
Everywhere you stop is a truck stop.
Yeah.
Because you can't just go to a regular place because you have this huge truck and trailer. So sometimes you can find like a Walmart or like a Home Depot parking lot where it's big enough to where you can get in and park it.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, here's a couple like restaurants next to it in this giant complex. But that almost never happens. Most of the time it's like, well, what are we eating today? Well, all that's around here is a McDonald's and a gas station for the next 400 miles. So what do you feel like eating?
All right, Mike, you bought a little bit of spare time with orchestrating that Dave and Damon call. But
I don't know if I bought some spare time, but that was...
The timer's going back on, buddy. I stopped the timer because it wasn't fair. Yeah, that's right. It's right there. I'd like to get one, but I don't know how that's going to work out.
Okay. Let's see. We need to
Let's get it done.
export this.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Just start unhooking cables. A laptop just dies. Ah! So Tim, what do you gotta get your passport at?
This has a serial number on it. This is 125 in the whole world.
That's pretty cool. I was just looking at these bags. But they're sold out. I was disappointed. It's these bags. We had a partnership with Honda for the Type R series, and on every bag it has a serial number like the cars.
So there's 52,000 of them.
Well, no. No, Tim. I don't know how many there are. I think there's like 300 bags or something like that. I couldn't justify buying like a expensive leather bag. I wouldn't use it.
Well, you said there was one for every car.
Well, no, it's like the car, where like it has a serial number.
Okay.
It's like a little number plate, like they have on the
So
inside.
the bag is rarer than
Look,
your car.
Tim, you don't have a Type R. You have a Civic. Tim has 2 Civics. He's more of a Honda boy than I am. But I have a Type R, Tim. You stand up when you talk to me.
So very excited about the potential road trip.
Dude, you flying up to Oregon?
Wait, what's
Swimming
happening?
across the river? Dave and Damon are taking the truck and trailer, and they're driving here.
So I'm not going.
You are.
What?
You're going to Hillsboro, Oregon. Great
So
town.
they
Great town.
only want to drive half of the way, and they need
Well,
someone.
you're not going
drive.
to drive. You're there to fix the spares.
What?
And then to tell Dave he has to wake up when he falls asleep.
So only Dave's driving.
I think only Dave will drive, because Dave has a lot of experience driving trucks.
does?
Dave used to own a company like back in the day with like Starbucks and stuff, where you do like junk removal, and they had a company that did I think it was like roof cleaning or like window cleaning. So he had like a truck and trailer, and he had like jet skis and stuff back in the day. So he used to like he's used to driving a truck and trailer, not at that length, but he's more familiar with it than Damon is. I think Damon's biggest vehicle experience is the Hummer, which is its own challenge, but isn't working with a trailer.
That's true.
It'll be very interesting to see how this goes. I'm glad I'm not there with them for this experience, but I'm glad that they're going to be vlogging the whole thing, because I want to see, their reactions when things start going wrong on the road. Got the file. Let's go cut this phone mount out. How much time we got left?
23 minutes.
We're in 23 minutes?
In 23 minutes. Hey! Tim, get the switch. Quarter 20 tap.
See if it works. Alright, so this guy is down here. And okay, and now, the moment of truth that I've done it the correct way. That's pretty sick. So it took 40 minutes instead of half an hour, but yeah, Stories camera. That's awesome.